What's up, everybody? What's going on? And tonight we have the Torque Trucktona 250, the first race of the Torque Everon Series season number 2, third season of the Torque Truck Series. I'm Rick, and Randy alongside me is veteran GTA NASCAR racer and current Gran Turismo 7 racer, Red GTA. Welcome. And we got a action-packed race on tap for us tonight. 99 laps here at Daytona International Speedway in the Karen Everon, or Hot Ring Everon, that is. 25 trucks in tonight's field. Starting on row 1 via the clash last week is CVP Bear, alongside him King James, and then back to row 2, Red.
Yeah, row 2 we got Alan, Timeless Vessel, looks like. Cam and Josh in the next row with Hammerman.
Check to see if I'm going to take a pause real quick here to make sure my stream, and while they're lining this up, take a pause here to make sure my stream is actually working.
Yeah, and hello to all of our viewers as well.
Welcome. And last week, this kind of came out of nowhere last week, and by the way, the stream is up and running. I wanted to get back in the booth and do one of these truck races, and it was the perfect opportunity. And last week was a non-points race. What's up, Alan? Welcome, Alan, to the stream. Alan is in tonight's race. He's starting third. But yeah, thought this would be a great opportunity to do one of these. And let's go back to our starting lineup. Where did we leave off? We left off at Timeless Vessel, who almost got the win last week. He was in great position on the last lap. And then back to Alan, who we just mentioned. He's actually starting in 5th. Mojo not here tonight. And then we go back to Hammerman. Jason the God also not here tonight. So that leaves Josh, Giraffe, DLJ, the defending truck champion, Techno, Rubber Duck, the Belgian racer, Shadow Blazin', Daniel, Cubert, DMX, Jeremy, and the rest goes on. We got Bazaar, who nearly won this race last season, was about a couple feet from actually winning the race, if anybody remembers that controversial finish. I know, Red, you weren't there to see that one, but it was an interesting finish, to say the least. What's up, Jake? We got Brass Monkey in the stream. We got Josh. Josh says Josh is going to win.
Hey, mate. Brass Monkey, miss you, mate. Good to see you.
Yeah, we miss you too, man. I wish you were here, man. We miss having you out here on the track. And then back here in row, what row is this? In the 9th row, we got Bizarre, as I mentioned, and then Gamer Stig, who won his first truck race in the last race last season. Then back to Cool Swag and Dr. No, Ace Insane Fat alongside, the Aussie racer, Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs.
I think we know who Red's pulling for. And then we got Kai Cats and Jobless. And Shotgun on the field is Love. Well, Red, 99 laps. It's going to be a slog tonight.
Yeah, season opener. First race for points of the season. We had the clash last week. Bear came out on top. He's on the front row now.
By a fender, just over James. I did mention just a second ago the starting order for tonight's race was determined by last week's clash finishing order. No qualifying tonight. That's a little bit of a change in comparison to last season. Let's remind you about the race rules and race strategy, if you will. Laps 15 to 20, 45 to 55, and 75 to 85 will be the pit windows. Lap 75 will be soft caution free, which means an incident not involving cars going over the wall or cars exploding will not bring out the caution. Lap 90 is hard caution free. Anything that happens after lap 90 will end the race.
Yeah, don't want to finish under caution. You want to finish racing. That's why that's the case.
10 laps to determine the winner. Here we go. They're rolling it into the restart zone. Bear is the control car. Alongside him, King James. And here we go. Green flag is in the air. We are racing at Daytona in the Everon.
There's a big run on Bear.
James out to the early lead. A little bit of lag from my end. Hammerman in behind him. And that beautiful number 9 Fort Zancudo truck. Bear looking for the lead. Here comes Techno Assassin. He was strong all race last week. So we got some contact in the back between Ace and Daniel. And no change at the lead at the line. Bear leads lap number 1 from the pole. And I've been lapped by King James. Uh-oh, Timeless Vessel saves it. It's off the bumper of the newcomer Raw Galaxy making his first start tonight. Be interesting to see how that situation is handled. Raw Galaxy, obviously a newcomer to this.
Back there.
Yeah, and he's getting his first taste of how things go here. He's in the meat. He's the meat in the sandwich right now, Red. Look at this. Every single truck in this field, 25 trucks deep all together, as Hammerman gets spun off the bumper of somebody. That could bring out our first caution only a couple laps in. Looks like Hammerman, Josh, and Gamerstag involved. And DLJ at the front. Here comes DMX to give him a push. Looks like a little bit too much of a push. He got pushed down below the apron there. And that'll give the lead back to CBP Bear. I would bet they're racing back to the caution as Giraffe comes up into Cool Swag off of a bump. And Raw Galaxy has some engine troubles. He pulls it off, and he is done for the night. They're spinning as they come to the line.
Big spin.
Wonder who got that there.
Shadow.
I'm pretty sure DLJ just edged ahead of CBP Bear at the line to bring out our first caution of the night. Well, we talked about it last week, and we're going to see it a lot again this week. The bump draft, and sometimes those pushes go wrong. And yes, this will bring out our first caution tonight. Let me pull up Josh's stream to see what lap we're on.
Take a breath, folks. Some intense first few laps.
A lot of laps here. Remember, this is 99. This is not like last week. We only had 40 laps. That was a sprint compared to this. We've still got 3 pit windows to go through. A lot of time left. So, smoke them if you got them. Drink them if you got them. We got a lot of action left for you. Here we go. DLJ rolls it back down. Bear's still looking for his first Truck Series win.
Yeah, he won the Clash last week, but that was not for points.
Yeah.
So he wants to get some points.
Especially
and he finished second last season in the standings, but he didn't get a win. So that's pretty amazing itself.
Yeah, really consistent season for him last. DLJ hits the gas. We're under green once again. They're going to fall in line. Straight to the bottom. We're going to see that DLJ leaves the bottom open for Bear. Try to keep things circulating. Rubber Ducky. Second place. Can he get a draft to the lead as the top line kind of stalls a little bit, but that middle line with DLJ gets a run and he'll go to the lead. Here we go. 4 wide, 5 wide from 4th on back. What's up, good fella? Yeah, I'm glad to be back in here. Oh, we're wrecking. Oh man, what a big save from those guys. That could have been bad. And that pit wall, you see right there, again
of the devil. Yep.
The pit wall on entrance and exit of pit road is really dangerous. You do not want to get you do not want to get spun into it.
It's just off the track, and if you sort of come down below someone a bit too low, you're in danger of hitting that or getting pushed into it.
Big jumble here at the front. Bulldogs flirting with the lead here, as it's a mess. And these bump drafts, it's risky. But really, if you want to make time and everyth's stuck, you got to push the guy in front of you. This Slipstream here at this track, with how bumpy these turns are, Slipstream can deactivate going onto these straightaways as they start to wreck in the back, but they sort it out. That was Job Bless and Kai Cats getting mixed up there in turn 2. As DMX goes to the lead. Here comes Jeremy. Jeremy lagged out of last week's race while leading under caution, too. He was having a great race. See if he can get some redemption tonight, maybe. Bear goes back to the lead. As you can hear it. You can hear the bump drafts as there's problems in the back.
Ooh.
And that's Job Bless. And Kai Cats. Let's get a wide angle shot of this field. All but 2 trucks still within that lead draft. As you mentioned, Raw Galaxy lagged out just a few short laps ago. His night is over. And we do have some information. He actually lagged out. That was not a rage quit. So troubles early for him. Takes him out of his first event. It's Cool Swag up in there. He earned a few wins last season. As there's problems up in turn 2. Hubert gets T-boned by Daniel. It's only 2 trucks unless they count the truck that hit him. That could bring out our second caution of the night.
There's 4 wide. Someone's got to give in that situation.
Yeah,
it's bound to happen.
Especially how dangerous these trucks are. As I was saying, you do want to get these bump drafts, but you want to bump in the right place, and there really is no right place on this hot ring Everon. Something within the files of the vehicle, just you get a little tap to the rear end, and you're just going straight right or straight left, and that's how we see a lot of these accidents.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very tail happy. It's not as locked into the racetrack as the hot ring Sabre is.
It likes to wiggle in, and I don't know, someone said it's like all the weight's up the front or something, but it's not quite all up the front. It's just like in a weird spot or something.
Very weird center of gravity, yeah.
Weight. Yeah.
And it looks like that will bring out our second caution of the night. With Bears still out front. Dominant performance thus far. And this happening on lap number 10. So we're only a couple laps away from our first pit window opening, and we'll see if that shakes out some of the early issues we've had here tonight. Just a couple wrecks we've had, but it's been action. It's been nothing short of action pack at the front.
So we had a pace car last week. No pace car this week, Randy?
Yeah, that's actually an interesting story. Thanks for bringing that up, actually. Metal, our normal pace car, is actually at a real racing event, and he's pitching his idea to actually be a real pace car driver. Not sure what track he's at, but yeah. Our pace car driver is attempting to be a real pace car driver, so hopefully that works out for Metal.
Yeah, good luck, Metal, with that.
Metal, also the creator of this track.
I had a few talks with Metal on the music Discord. I like his taste in music. I'm a bit of a heavy metal fan myself.
Metal is a solid creator as well, as you can see. Metal is creator of this version of Daytona, this iteration.
Yeah.
Here we go. Restart number 3. CBP Bear and Gamer Stig on the front row. Bear goes a bit late, but we're back underway.
Boogity, boogity, boogity.
I forgot to do that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Here comes Alan, all the way up top. Tries to make something happen, but DLJ gets the run. Here comes Jeremy to the lead. Big run coming from Bear as well. How about Love getting help from Giraffe? They're 4 wide. They're wrecking in turn 3. Bear's going around off of Techno. James is going around. A lot of good trucks taken out in this one. And they keep it going for the most part. See how far behind they're going to be. No caution. And we'll remind you, as we remind you every broadcast, no cautions on the first lap after a start or restart.
I think that's a good rule. I like that. I
like it too. I think it really alleviates a lot of the mess we sort to see sometimes. That's what really generates a good green flag run. If an incident like that happens on the first lap after a restart, we could see a solid green flag run here. But that is definitely unfortunate for the guys involved in that incident. We got a 5-truck pack behind the lead draft, and then 2 trucks back to Kai Katz and CBP Bear, and then last on the field of the running trucks are DMX and King James right now. See DLJ back to the lead. He's the man to beat. What's up, Owen? Welcome to the stream. Here's Giraffe gets into DLJ. They wreck down the back straightaway. I can't really see it because this building is blocking my view, but it looks like, oh, they're wrecking again in turn 3. Looked like a bad bump like we were talking about. From Giraffe to DLJ, turned him right, hooked him into the outside wall down the back straightaway. This will no doubt bring out the 4th caution of the night. Jeremy and Josh lead him down here. A bunch of trucks involved as Kai Cat spins coming down to the line here. Giraffe will go to the back as he pulls it into the garage for some repairs. Like we said, just a couple more laps till the pit window opens. Yeah, I know, it's definitely, I can't get any higher than this, unfortunately, but I'm doing my best. Luckily I was able to see that they actually did get taken out down the back straightaway. I can get a little bit higher, but this is about as good as it's going to get for now, unfortunately. For this caution coming out on lap number 14, when they do go green here, they will have the option to pit when they come around the first lap of this restart. So we'll see what kind of strategy these guys tend to play here. If I'm in the back, I'm probably going to pit here on this first lap to try and get around some of the mess if I can, but I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see.
Jeremy in the lead.
Yeah, and Bear went late into the restart zone. You see that yellow line? That is the restart zone. We'll see what Jeremy does. Yeah. Nice smooth restart here. Green flag. Love through the middle.
There.
Bulldogs. Yeah, he got a big run off of Ace. So did Bizarre.
Nice. Bulldogs out to the lead.
Will he go down? Oh, will he pull down back out front? You saw some contact between Daniel Plainview in the back. He didn't jump down to the bottom. I was hoping he would jump down to the bottom to try and secure that lead, but he leaves it open. And that's going to allow Josh and now Shadow Blazing to contest for the front. And it looks like some of these guys are going to choose to come down pit road. Oh no, Jobless! That's that dangerous pit wall.
He went flying back onto the track. He's going to have to do another lap.
Airborne he went. More trucks having some issues on pit exit. I don't think those trucks pitted, but he did have some issues. Ace out to a big lead. He's going to get freight trained by Cool Swag and now Josh and others. And that won't bring out the caution. They were not to the line when that incident happened.
That's right.
But Jobless makes a late decision to come down pit road and hits that pit wall. And another thing is we were talking before the race started, as you see Gamerstick just barely misses it. Oh, it's just right there, right next to the track. It's already causing a lot of problems here. But it's just one of these things these guys have to be careful of. These trucks are like bricks, right? like I was telling you, Red, it's hard to see what's going on in front of you when you're behind a pack of, 6 or 7 cars.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
just
they're kind of tall, hard to see over, and wide and square. Yeah, there's not anything to see around. It is like a square block.
definitely not a lot of room. Oh, as Timeless Vessel makes a late decision. Not sure why a lot of these guys are making those late decisions, as we see some of these guys coming in for their stops. Back to the 5 lugs. We don't do the single lug here.
Yeah.
DLJ goes to the lead. Like three trucks now have yet to pit. 3 trucks in the lead, I might add. This 3-truck pack right here of Rubber Duck, Vessel, and CBP Bear have also yet to pit. An interesting thing about this track is you will lose a lap when you go down pit road. So if you're wondering why these guys are way ahead, it is because when you do pit, you will lose a lap, but once these guys come down, it'll even itself out. You see these guys trying to get the slipstream carousel going. It's probably one of the only times we'll ever see this tonight. It's the only time we'll see these drivers not driving defensively.
Yeah, the carousel. Bit of shake and bake.
Yeah. That's what we call it, right? There really isn't a name for it, but for any non-NASCAR, GTA NASCAR drivers watching right now, what these guys are trying to do is they're trying to generate as much time as possible, like getting as big of a slipstream run in the corners and down the straightaway as possible. So you'll see these guys leave the bottom open so that they can actually take those runs.
Yeah, they're like passing each other in a carousel. That's why it's called that, like a cycle. You go, then he goes, then I go, and then it keeps happening like that, like a cycle.
You always want to pass on the right because, I mean, obviously, shortest distance around the racetrack is going to make you the most time. But at a track like this where the slipstream isn't as powerful, it's a lot more difficult to have a successful slipstream carousel. And as you can see, Rubber Duck and CBP Bear, which are only 2 trucks now, as Timeless Vessel has lost touch with them. Seems like they're actually catching that pack of 3, because last lap they didn't really get a good slipstream run. Remember, these guys only have until lap number 25 to pit. And they are a lap ahead of everybody, so that lap will come sooner, much sooner for them. About a lap sooner. This is a great demonstration of the slipstream carousel. See, DLJ goes to the inside, Josh leaves it open. Now Shadow Blazing will get a run, and DLJ will jump to the outside, and that will allow Josh to get Shadow Blazing's slipstream out of turn number 2.
Yeah, that's a real good example and good illustration of it. Wow.
It seems as though 3 trucks is pretty successful. Ideally, at a big track like this, you want to use 4 trucks. That'll make you the most time. And let's look back here in the pack. Pack of 7 right here with Cool Swag, Gamer Stig. There's Alan. Bulldogs hanging in there.
Yeah.
Go back to Daniel 1 Plainview. Hammerman. And Dr. No. Some of these guys in the back right here. Jeremy, Cubert, Bizarre, Love. Still not over yet. As you see, these guys, this is a pack of 4. See if they can get something working here. Try and catch the guys ahead of them. That will turn that pack into a 7-truck breakaway. From the guy's shotgun on the field, Jobless. Hit the pit wall just a few laps ago is with Techno. Back to King James and Kai Cats, who are still in the back, praying for a caution right now, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, were they wrecked on lap 1? It always sucks. You go to the back and lose everyone's draft.
As you can see, oh, what is going on here?
Oh,
Shadow
what's
Blazing
this?
looks like he wanted to pit. Ducky gets into him. A little bit of confusion going on there, maybe.
That is...
And that's going to pretty much blow up the front pack. I don't know if that's going to be a caution or not. But it looks as though Shadow Blazing wanted to pit. As he now does go backwards and take his pit.
Yeah, sort of just was on the edge of the wall.
It's like he wanted to pit, but Josh didn't. And spun him around. You got to be on the same page. You always want to be on the same page when you're going to pit here. As you see the 2 leaders, CBP Bear and DLJ. And Ducky take their pits. Josh takes his, and so does Timeless Vessel. Let's see where they come out. Did they gain any time? I'm going to say DLJ is probably going to be one of the only ones to have gained any sort of time here. Because that pack, they would have been probably a good second ahead had that incident not happened. You see how much time considerable amount of time that Josh lost here. Josh has jumped all the way back to, it looks like, wow. I think he's going to be in around the 10th spot. Maybe even worse. The 2-truck breakaway for the lead here between DLJ and CBP Bear.
Yeah.
No surprise there. These two, numbers 1 and 2 last season.
Yeah.
4 wide, 5 wide there. Allen makes it. Now you'd think with this pack being filled with many more trucks than that pack of 2 up there, that it would be pretty easy to catch. But as long as they're not slipstreaming properly, it's going to be a tough time for them to try and catch those 2 leaders. It's not like in real life where the momentum matters. Here you have to, you create your destiny here. Here's Bulldogs. Jumps to 3rd place.
Yeah, leading that pack.
And that first wreck we had after that caution, it looks like it it gave us that green flag run we were talking about. This field is pretty well spread out. A lot of packs of 3 and 4 throughout this field. And obviously the lead pack of 2. 2 of the best in the field right here.
They're working together to try and get away from that big pack behind them. You can see them passing each other, shake and bake.
That's exactly right, Red. And as you can see, Giraffe gets a big run. They want to get as big of a run as possible here. As Allen, they're going to leave the bottom open. Allen's going to get underneath. Ace Same Fat's going to follow him. They're about 3 seconds, maybe 4 seconds behind. But it looks like they're getting things organized as we speak. Big runs, jump to the high side. Here comes Gamerstay with a run. As Red pulls out the telestrator once again.
Oh, sorry, I think I bumped it that time.
We figured this out last week. That, what is it? It's the cursor.
Well, in the share screen, yeah, you have a cursor you can point around with. I only discovered last week. So
we discovered a way to have it. I'm not sure if anybody watching can see it. Red, go ahead and demonstrate here as we look at these leaders.
Yeah, this here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm sort of pointing towards the leaders here.
So
you can
cool.
Draw a circle. Yeah, it could be a useful tool.
I really hope you guys can see that, because that is pretty funny.
I think that just came in one of the last PlayStation updates. I think it's kind of new.
Yeah, the new share screen as we got here contact right in front of me. Jeremy going around on the front straightaway. King James involved. He spins it out trying to get it going again. We'll see what happens. Will this bring out a yellow?
Big drama.
It looks like James gave Jeremy a push coming to lap number 30. An off-center push. It actually wasn't off-center. It was pretty well square, but with how unpredictable these pushes are in this truck, spun him right into the wall.
You don't want to really bump draft too much in this, it could just send you all of a sudden. You want to be really gentle with bumping someone in the rear.
You do, and as funny as that sounds, it really has.
Yeah.
It's really become, commonplace in super speedway racing here in GTA NASCAR, especially in the hot ring saber, and that will bring out the caution.
Yeah. We didn't do it so much when we raced together, Andy, but I have seen people doing it more recently.
I can tell you, yeah, it's, this is my first season back in the Cup Series and a couple seasons, but even then, going back, coming to PlayStation 5, it seems like on PlayStation 5, the bump draft has really become more commonplace because of how defensive you have to be. I'm not sure. I don't think anything has changed really as far as vehicle flag. It's just become kind of the name of the game on these super speedways is to hold that bottom, and the only way at these tracks where slipstream isn't as powerful, really the only way to make anything happen is to push the guy ahead of you. And that's more prevalent in the hot ring saber. Hot ring Everon's a little bit more powerful. Still reacts the same. Gearing ratios are the same pretty much. So they take the slipstream very similarly. But again, those pushes are really what's caused the majority of these issues. Here we go, DLJ on the gas. Green flag back in the air. Here comes Giraffe with an aggressive move through the middle. Has nowhere to go, so he jumps back down to the bottom. Here comes Gamerstig. He's the first car on the top side. Second lane. There's a third lane trying to form further back to Bulldogs and Ace and Saint Fat behind him. Big run coming from DJ. Big run coming from Fat on the far side. As Bear inches up out front, problems in the back. That's Dr. No. And they situate that. And all it took was that caution to get things crazy again. We had that first couple, when those first couple runs were happening, this is how crazy the racing went. And calm down just a little bit. Everybody was able to race a little bit more conservative. Now the intensity is picked back up. Crash down the back straightaway. One car goes around. It's Kubert. And he saves it. What a save. Gets it back going. I'm not sure that's going to bring out a caution. Only one truck involved. Two counting the one that hit him. DLJ leads the charge. That inside advantage. Bear gets the run. He'll get around him to the lead. Those two have done nothing but dominate thus far. Gamerstake to the lead. Spin! Oh. DMX hits the wall off the bumper of Jobless. Kisses the wall and saves it. Only two trucks involved in that one. He did a 360 and got it back going just like Hubert did. Big push from Barry's seat right there into Allen. DLJ goes back to the lead, gets a hit from Josh. Comes back down to the inside. See Gamerstick trying to get down to the inside there, but Allen pokes out. Trying to take the lead, but Gamerstick gets a run. Will he get to the lead? Love coming with help to him. And Gamerstick jumps back out front. See, Love goes to the outside here. 35 laps in. Just over a third of the way through. lot of
Swag
jostling.
looking good here.
Yeah, he's looking really good. He, like I said, won a couple races last season. Always looks really strong. Look at this, 6 wide down the front straightaway. You couldn't even fit a piece of paper between those trucks as they were passing each other. Hammerman gets a hit into the wall. He's gonna up and over the wall he goes.
Goodness.
James involved. Big crash in turn 2. That'll most likely bring out the caution. He did go over the wall off the track.
He went over the wall. Yeah.
As he backed it back down the track to the inside, just got nicked by somebody. As Allen has a race lead. Comes DJ with the run. Racing back to the caution. Hopefully Hammerman's alright. That was a pretty nasty flip there. James also involved. Comes Hammerman coming back around. And that all started probably with another bump. Turned Hammerman into the outside wall in turn number 2. And as he was backing it down the racetrack, somebody, I'm not sure who, didn't really get a good eye, but launched him right over the very inside wall down there in turn numbers 1 and 2.
But
luckily,
too often.
You don't see guys going out of the track on the inside very often.
Wall.
But I was going to say they got a rollback down there for any overly damaged trucks. Great propping from Metal on this racetrack. As you see, we got some rollbacks down there. Got a helicopter pad in case anybody needs to get transported to the local medical center. We got the infield care center.
Infield care center, yeah.
Got some trucks down here, and we also got a private jet down here. James Bond plane. So James Bond is actually here watching the race.
And there's a podium as well, isn't there? Like a
Victory Lane.
Yeah, looks good. I saw that.
Beautiful track overall. Great pit lane. Obviously, this pit wall though has kind of been cause for some concern, but not really too concerning if you can figure out how to get on pit road without any confusion. Also good. Nice garage. Touch here. We got the fan vision scoring pylon here. If you've ever been to Daytona, this pretty much looks identical right here. The fan zone, the fan deck right here. Garage is pretty much set up similar to that. You got the fan vision right here. And here we go. We start coming. DLJ and Josh. If anybody watched last week, we were talking a lot about Josh and how he got wrecked late after caution free and came back. We failed to realize how good Bear's comeback was as well. And here we go. Green flag.
Here we go.
Josh jumps to the inside. Movement for second between Gamerstig and Techno. Fat to the lead for the moment. Cool Swag gets underneath him, so does Gamerstig. He gets on the outside of him, actually. Now Techno to the lead. And I believe we're probably going to keep setting records for single lap lead changes here. I'm pretty sure everybody in this field could at least lead the lap on the same lap. At least once. How much parity there is in this field. A lot of great drivers in tonight's field.
Yeah.
Not sure, but I think tonight was a record field for the truck series. We got problems going down the middle of the back straightaway. Multiple trucks going around. I thought I saw Techno, maybe Giraffe involved. More problems. Ducky's going around off of Bazaar. Contact from Love. More problems. I saw Bears involved in it. one of the dominant trucks of the night. I think DLJ is involved in it as well, coming back to the caution. Gamerstig. And it looks like Josh involved in it as well. Dr. No, CBP Bear, and DLJ. As we got more problems after the caution.
After the line.
Lap number 40.
Sort out the positions. The positions go off when you cross the line, don't they? When you race to the line when a caution's called.
Yep. Whatever position you hit the line, whatever position it says you're in, that's what position you will restart in. No choose cone for this series. I know other NASCAR series in the past have done a choose cone. No choose cone tonight. So they will line up however they cross the line, coming to lap number 40. Now they will have 5 more laps until the second pit window opens. That's going to come at lap number 45. Obviously, we'll have 1 caution-free lap at least until we get there. As they sort out some positions here. 4th row, Techno goes to 7th place now. Thought I saw him involved in that last wreck, but there's a couple blue trucks in the field tonight, so it may have been Bear, the one that I saw turned around first on the back straightaway. We're doing this in real time. We don't have any replays, so I just got to go off of memory. Here you go, Gamerstig and Jeremy. Haven't seen any lag problems from anybody tonight, so that's a blessing. Other than, of course, Raw, who was making his first start, was the first truck to exit the race. Comes DMX with a big run off of Jeremy. Jumps back up to down to the inside, maybe. Thinks about it. Bulldogs get to run. So does Shadow Blazing. Didn't have the room to get back down to the bottom. DLJ still controls it. Here comes King James, who's struggled all night. He goes out to the lead. With Cool Swag, a bump from Ace and St. Fat to Shadow Blazing. They're almost wrecking in turn 3. They sort it out. That's the dangers of these restarts. A lot of jockeying for position, a lot of impatient drivers. Really no ill intent, but it's just aggression is turned up on these restarts as Allen gets a bump from DMX. Wrecking in the back. That's between Kai Katz, DLJ around, Ducky's around, Daniel's around. He catches Josh. And here come the cautions.
Yeah, they'll be racing to the line now. There'll probably be another one.
Oh, big crash. There goes James. More wrecking. Looks like James is the only one involved in that. Off the bumper of somebody. Maybe more than one truck. DMX and Fat met in the middle there. That could have been big. Gamerstig once again leads him to the line. Now I've lost count of cautions. Have you been keeping count, Red?
Not exactly, but
It's got to be 5 or 6.
4, maybe 5. Yeah, 6. A few.
So this is going to get interesting. Caution on lap number 43 here. They'll go green at lap number 44. And then lap number 45, pits will open. Or a second pit window, and that'll be a 10-lap pit window to lap 55. So the first lap of caution will be able to be called will be on lap number 45. Just like last pit window is first lap after a caution, so we'll see what these guys decide to do once again. Gamerstig now has a new front row partner, that's DMX. Still 24 trucks in the running tonight. Only one truck out. Here we go. Gamerstig hits the gas. DMX jumps to the bottom. Who from behind is going to get that big run to the lead that we've been seeing. 3 wide, 4 wide for second. This could get big. Job bless. Up there in that third lane. Tries to jump down to the bottom. He's going to get a push from Fat. Run comes from Bulldogs. Cool Swag gets a run. He's going to go to the lead. Lots of jostling around. Hammerman gets hit. Time and time again, we see it. Luckily, not a big accident there.
He should be still in the draft, Hammerman.
We'll see. It looks like he might be losing it. Oh, big crash down the front stretch. Shadow Blazing's on his side. Bulldog's in it. More crashing going on down there into turn 1. Once again, that'll probably bring out a caution. DMX to the lead. Here comes Josh. Huge run off of Love. And what do they say? Cautions breed cautions.
That's right. Bunches everyone up again.
And here we go, no doubt.
We're going into the pits.
Most of these guys will go into the pits. Big pile up on pit road. Multiple trucks going up and over. DMX goes over. And these guys had pretty much no choice if they didn't want to come down pit road, as Jeremy is pushing DMX backwards down pit road. Huge mess. Well, that
reverse.
That caution came out after they took the opening of the pit window.
Oh my goodness.
So if these guys didn't want to, if they didn't want to end up coming down under green and risk losing a whole lap, they had to come down pit road there. I think one truck actually did not come down, and it was Cubert. I'm not sure if he can do that. It looks like he will come down pit road now. And this is going to get a little confusing. As they all come around to get the caution, there's Jobless going around off the bumper of Giraffe. And we'll let them sort everything out here, because that's confusion when stuff happens on the pit window. As far as I'm concerned, the rule is they were coming to lap number 46, I believe. Lap number 45 was the lap the caution was called on. You can pit so long as the start-finish line is past the entrance of pit road, and in this case here at Daytona, it is well past pit road, and as we were talking in the open, you do lose the lap when you go down pit road here. So it's my understanding that more than likely Cubert and Bizarre will have to take their pits under green, which per the rules could potentially put them an entire lap down, unless the rule is for them to start a lap ahead, so that when they do come down pit road, they will cycle back behind the field.
You can see Cubert trying to sort that out now.
We got Daniel has retired from the race, and he's going to join us up here into the suite next door to us.
Yeah.
So far, 2 trucks out of the race tonight. We'll take this time to remind you of our sponsors as they get going. We are sponsored by nobody. Actually, we're sponsored by Vegemite. I just tried Vegemite this week, and it's all right.
Yeah. Apparently it's changed a bit. Apparently it's softer now. I have to really try it myself properly. They're back off. Here we go. Cubert, he got the lead.
DLJ's going over, so is Bear. He's going into the wall. Hammerman involved. Big crash on the restart. The 2 most dominant trucks thus far taken out off of that restart. That is unfortunate. Huge implications here. Remember, that won't bring out a yellow. We go 4 wide for the lead. Kubert's backing up. My guess is he's going to jump down here and go down pit road. He indeed will take his pit.
Yeah.
That'll put him a lap down, actually. Oh, Love's going around, collects Gamerstig, Shadow Blazing. That's 3. That'll bring out a yellow. Looks like Bear and DLJ are going to get lucky here with that yellow. I'm sure they definitely could have caught up to this pack, but they're going to get a bit of a mulligan here. You see Bizarre. I'm not sure if Bizarre has to come down pit road or not. Maybe it was only Kubert. But here they come to the line. Bizarre, I think, is going to get the lead on this restart as Allen goes around. A lot of these first lap wrecks. Seems like whatever's going to happen is going to be decided off of the first lap after a caution.
Yeah.
As this will put us once we hit this lap at this restart, this will put us at halfway. An hour in, we were talking about it. There's a 99 lap slog here at Daytona. And then Red and I have participated in I'd say a fair amount of races together, and we've participated in a few RNCS Daytona 500s especially.
Yeah, Wig Splitters Daytona. Shout out to Wig.
Yep, and Wig tuned in last week. I saw him in my comments. I read your guys' comments as they let Hubert get his lap back.
I saw that. I watched the stream from last week. Saw Wig leave a comment. Say hey, Wig.
What's your favorite Daytona memory?
Oh, I don't know.
In GTA at least.
I don't know, nothing in particular, but just racing with everyone in our mob, and that it was fun. It was always the season opener, so Daytona. It's always the first race for a lot of these series.
Always the most exciting race, especially.
I don't know. I can't remember really. But
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really remember either.
Individual races, I don't know. Some of them maybe the road courses. Like I remember doing, some unique road courses. Some of Wig's ones. Gilles Villeneuve and what's the other one? The other Canadian one, Troy Riviere.
Yeah, Troy's Riviere. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite tracks.
A good one. I remember doing them a lot, like and having a lot of fun.
Here we go. Bizarre's the leader. He's going to go really late into the restart zone. That's as late as we've seen anybody go. He went right to the line.
Yeah.
A lot of room now. That created a lot of space between a lot of these trucks here. It's going to mean we're going to see a big run coming from Bizarre to Fat down here, coming to the back straightaway. He's going to get underneath for the race lead. We talked about Bizarre actually won TNS Daytona 500 as he gets a big shot from Fat
Bulldogs.
into Bulldogs. Big crash. This is the big one. This is gonna hurt. Ducky goes flying. Most of the trucks involved save that, but Bizarre looks like he got the worst of it, and that happened from a bump from Ace. Looks like he's gonna wait. Gets up to the outside. That must have been the announcer's jig, because I was about to commend him. He actually won the TNS Daytona 500 a couple seasons ago and nearly won this race last season. But he left the bottom open for Jeremy, came back down a little bit too late, and calamity ensued. And DLJ ended up winning by just a few inches over Josh. See, cool swag.
Race to the line.
Dead even at the
No
line.
draft, cool swag.
Ooh, close there between Bear and Jobless. They're going around.
Oh,
Yep. Jeremy
another few
gets
involved.
hit.
Oh, two. I guess
DMX
that
just
was
sitting there.
two.
All they had to do was just, they had no other choice but to wait for those guys to go by. Unfortunately, it looks like a hit from James maybe. Sent those trucks around. And once again, that might bring out a yellow. We got a familiar face up here at the front and an unfamiliar face here. A couple unfamiliar faces thus far. We got Dr. No. DLJ is going to lead him down to the restart here, but Dr. No's back. He's up here for the first time, really for the first time tonight in 5th position. And it really is a toss-up. We didn't make our pre-race predictions, and probably for good reason.
Yeah,
Because
I was gonna say Bear just because he won last week, and I know him pretty well.
it really
But
could be
anything
anybody.
can happen, Yeah, it's like Talladega, in NASCAR, and that Daytona as well. They have the big one, and that can take out the main contender.
Well, I'm just gonna say, you just go out and say it right now. The real race is gonna start at pretty much lap 90, lap 75. What we do here in TNS and the Torque Truck Series now is lap 75 is what we call a soft caution free. As I explained in the opening, I think anything like a truck explosion or a car going over the wall, that's the only thing that will bring out a caution. After lap 75 and after lap 90, nothing will bring out the caution. The next flag that will fly will be the checkered after lap number 90. So that's really what these guys are trying to get to. They're just trying to stay at the front and get to lap number 90. I think these guys are going to take their race break here. So let's see if we can get Bear on the phone here. Let's try to dial him up.
Hello?
All right, we're here with Bear. You got a copy? This is me and Randy and Red up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do.
Well, it's been a pretty action-filled. Red says hey, by the way. It's been a pretty action-filled race. A lot of wrecks tonight. How's it been from your end?
Truck feels pretty good. I know we're under a red flag right now. Need to get myself a water bottle. Getting pretty hot in the cockpit of this here beautiful Toyota Tundra. But I think we got a fast enough truck to win. It's been a pretty chaotic race. But it's been fun though.
Well, with all this calamity, all this bumping and whatnot, what's your plan coming down here? We know the laps are dwindling down. We're just about halfway. What's the plan?
Just stay in it. Maybe pull away with someone during a pit cycle. I don't know.
Well, both you and DLJ were very dominant early, so we'll be looking for you to stay up front and stay out of trouble here.
Yep.
All right, thanks for talking with us.
Good luck, Bear. Hell yeah.
Your driver of the number 4 Power Metal Machine still has yet to win in the Truck Series. What's up, GamerStig and Birdman? I saw you guys' comments. Thanks for watching. GamerStig, he's been up front tonight, sitting back there in, let's see, 6th row. Got Jobless here. Hammerman hanging out. He's been involved in a lot. I was going to say Hammerman's been involved in a lot of wrecks, but I could also say that for pretty much every truck in this field tonight. I don't think there's a clean truck in this field. Everybody's been taken out a time or two. But that's just the product of this type of racing. You got all these 25 trucks in this field tonight. Of course, a couple of since retired, but still 23 trucks is a lot of vehicles compared to last week, especially. And a lot more on the line here.
I like this idea of a break. We're not all professional athletes. Some of us need a quick break in the middle of a race. Because like I said, we're not athletes, all of us. I like this idea. Not
We
all
don't have
series
the,
do this, and Talk does this, and I think it's a good thing.
especially when you got these long. I mean, we're 61 minutes into this race here, and
That's right. Yeah, that's a long time. Like most races only go for that long, sim races. So you do need a break.
we don't have the liberty of being able to use a bathroom in our race suits because we don't wear them. So here we go.
That's right.
DLJ, Techno, then back to Giraffe, Cool Swag, Dr. No, CBP Bear, Allen, Shadow Blazing, Jobless. And that's your top 10. Here we go. Really smooth restart. DLJ leaves the bottom open for Giraffe and Cool Swag. Dr. No gets the run off the high side, and he'll stay up there for the time being as they go through turns 1 and 2. Cool Swag looks, doesn't have the run. But here comes Techno, has a big run, so does Bear. Giraffe secures the race lead, locks down the bottom. Crashing going on in the back. That's Kubert's involved. Bulldogs was sideways there for a brief moment. No yellow. Giraffe out to a healthy lead here. That's going to give Bear an opportunity to get a big run coming down the back straightaway. I'm surprised. A lot of these guys have been giving a lot of space. I really didn't expect that coming into this race, especially with the preseason testing and how all that went. It was really a lot of defensive racing, but we're seeing these guys race pretty cordially, all things considered. Of course, we have had a litany of cautions tonight, but still, very respectful driving I've seen thus far tonight. And they just eclipsed lap number 55, lap number 66, or 56 now, rather. My bad. That was Giraffe. He goes to the lead. Side by side with him and Love. Dr. No still trying that outside. Can't get a big enough run to get him to the lead. There's side by side pace laps here now for the lead. 3 wide. Here comes Cool Swag through the middle. This guy's hanging tough right now. Field is kind of separated. Two trucks.
2 packs.
Yeah, 2 trucks hung out to dry. That's Bulldogs and Kubert's now shotgun on the field. Now it's going to be pretty difficult if these guys in that second pack want to catch back up here. They're going to have to rely on a straggler maybe from this first pack to kind of link them together, but they're wrecking. Kai Cat's into Fat. They go all the way down to the inside. 2 trucks there. And also, if that does not bring out a yellow, less trucks in that pack will give them an opportunity to catch up, but I do believe that will bring out another yellow. See Kubert honking as he passes by. Kubert and Kai Cats. Always good to have Kai Cats in the field. Great creator.
Yeah, was he like in the one of the creators of iRock?
Yeah, a lot of his tracks were used back in the iRock days.
Yeah.
Very prolific creator in the GTA NASCAR scene, especially in the drag racing scene as well. He's got a lot of great drag races. Quick yellow here. Looks like they situate everything pretty swiftly. DLJ defending race winner, defending champion, alongside of Love. Love has only a handful of truck starts, and he's still looking for his first truck win. All the way to the outside goes Love. Gives room to Cool Swag, Giraffe. There goes Bear. He gets a big run. Goes to the outside of second. And that restart really got everything spread out. Already out of turn number 2, we see 2 packs.
Cool Swag looking good. I've done a lot of racing with him on Gran Turismo actually as well.
Yeah, he's a very multifaceted racer. He's been on GT7. He does a lot of different racing here on GTA. He's really become one of the top stars, especially in the Torque NASCAR series, as he gets a push from DLJ.
Oh.
He saves it though. He saves it, jumps back in behind. Yeah, that could have been bad. I think everybody saw how that wall sticks out. That's a pretty dangerous wall down there. That could have been big. Luckily, he hangs on to it. No harm, no foul. Although DLJ does go to the race lead. And that's what we call the super speedway bump and run, ladies and gentlemen. When they say you can't pull the bump and run on these super speedways, that is wrong. You just saw it happen right there. The Cool Swag's going to have another opportunity. 4 wide maybe for the lead. Jeremy all the way from the outside. Can he jump down to the inside? Just doesn't have the room, stays in the center. I've been seeing a lot of these guys stay in the center. And I'd have to bet that's to try and help get some of these guys to get the run on the outside, as you see Giraffe give Jeremy a shove. Shadow blazing now. Does he have room to get to the inside? Dr. No's going around. Into the inside wall. Can he hang back on into the slipstream? Looks like he will be able to. That truck got really loose. 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Josh. Tries to make it 4 wide. Intensity starting to pick up. Here goes Josh into the outside wall. Gets T-boned by DMX. That slows Techno up considerably. That'll probably bring out the yellow. It's Cool Swag's waiting. Looks like that happened from a bad bump from Cool Swag. And the announcer curse strikes again. Here comes Rubber Duck.
Yeah.
Rubber Duck and Giraffe side by side, trying to get the slipstream of CBP Bear. As they come down to the front straightaway, who's going to lead him back to the green flag? Run coming from Giraffe, but Bear looks like he's going to hang on to it. And this all coming to lap number 63, so we're very close to being 2/3 of the way through this race. And it has been quite the race thus far. Lots of wrecks. It's been the name of the game. But a lot of parity. Really can't pick a favorite. Earlier you could pick a favorite. It was really between Bear and DLJ, but obviously Bear leading still. But he's had his trip from the back to the front a few times. So it's really, even now, it's too early to say, I think.
Now they're starting to get a feel for it. More than halfway in.
You see them situated out back. Timeless Vessel, it's another name we haven't really mentioned all night. Nearly won last week, was leading on the back straightaway on the last lap. Still time for him to get back to the front. And oh, by the way, we still have one more pit window.
Yeah.
And it will open on the first lap that we do go soft caution free. See Giraffe warming up the tires. Really want to make sure you get your tires warm on this restart.
Yeah.
Have some heat in those tires. It doesn't matter in GTA. Here we go, green flag. I love to add that realism. That's not even there. It's a break. It's a role-playing. It's a role-playing game anyway, so. But the racing is
tire wear and that in
yeah, and the open wheel, yeah.
Yeah,
Wish they could somehow add that to other classes and types of racing. But who knows? The racing though is as real as it can get. These guys really want to get this win. Start their season off in the Truck Series as best as they possibly can. Ooh, DLJ gets hit. He's only going to have a couple feet to maybe situate it.
Well done.
Yeah, just barely was able to get it back going because that pit wall comes up fast. He got hit probably at the worst spot you could get hit to be able to save it and not go down pit road. He regroups pretty well, still hanging out in that pack. Once again, a little bit of a breakaway. 2 packs to begin this restart. You see James, who has clawed his way back up front. How about Kubert? He's clawed his way back up into this lead pack, giving James a shove. Now coming to the front straightaway. There's Allen. He jumps to the front now. Allen won the paint scheme award in the pre-races. We are wrecking once again. Jeremy's involved. Multiple trucks trying to get through. One car, Josh, is going up and over about 50 feet in the air as he got hit as trucks came by. A lot of cars getting on their roofs tonight. Saw Job Bless get on his roof. Hammerman got on his roof. Now Josh joins the club. How about Rubber Ducky, who won the second Lobby Daytona 500 in TNS just a few short weeks ago? Controls the field. He's got Allen to his outside and maybe Fat. Looks like Rubber Duck will lead us to the caution. Man.
This is exciting stuff, Randy. Like, the Hot Ring Saber's been out for a long time, so this is something new that people are getting into, you know? It's exciting.
And it is. I mean, for those of you watching and maybe haven't actually raced in a setting like this, it races very similarly to the Hot Ring Saber. I mean, it pack races, like we're saying right now, but there's just, oof, as Rubber Duck gets just obliterated by James there. It races extremely similarly in packs to the Hot Ring Saber because of the gearing ratio and how similar those are to each other. So when you do get in the slipstream, you don't, go miles ahead of the guy that you're getting slipstream off of. So that keeps everything concise and together and makes for some really exciting racing. Props to Rockstar. Wish they did the same thing for the Hot Ring Hellfire. Hot Ring Hellfire has very similar flags to a lot of the other vehicles in the game. So here we go.
Yeah.
Rubber Duck and Allen, both of these drivers got their first TNS wins in this current season. Fat looking for his first win in a truck, or in general. He is yet to win.
Yeah, and like I was saying, you'll see a lot of the guys who race the Sabre probably want to do this now, like to do something different. Try something new. A lot of good drivers.
A lot of drivers. Yeah, a lot of drivers from the Cup Series jumping over here. We've got a great event schedule here in Torque. We got Saturday nights, obviously the Truck Series. Tomorrow in the afternoon, we got the GT3 Series, and then tomorrow night, once again, the Torque NASCAR Series and the Hot Ring Saber. Was shadow blazing. Comes down on Gamerstay. Giraffe tries to come up. He's trying to find a spot where he can actually safely re-enter the racing surface, as we got trucks going around. And the back, maybe not. They regroup. Another 2-pack restart. For 3 wide for the lead. CVP Bear goes to the front. Shadow blazing on the very high side. Here comes Fat underneath him. James pokes through the middle. They're 3 wide. Giraffe with help from Allen. Allen makes the move to the outside. He's got James in tow. Bear goes for the race lead. Looks for a spot. Gets into Allen. Pushes him below the racing surface. And they regroup. And all that is allowing the second pack to catch back up. Bear drops to the very back of that first pack. Rubber Duck goes back to the front. Job Bless is there. King James still working that second lane. Timeless Vessel. There he is. Methodically worked his way back up to the front. Oh, there's trucks going around. It's Rubber Duck. Bizarre. Gets drugged down to the inside wall. That's 2 trucks. As Giraffe goes to the lead. We'll see if this brings out a caution. Remember, only a couple more opportunities to actually get a caution. They're on lap 71 right now. Oh, James gets underneath Giraffe. They're 4 wide coming to the line here. Oh, looks like Giraffe is going to lead him down to the restart if they do indeed get a caution right here. And I believe they will, as I see some guys starting to slow down. 4 wide to the line. Is that a sign of things to come, maybe?
Oh, yeah. It's getting towards crunch time.
Well, last season's finish in this particular race was one of the closest finishes ever. Technically, Bizarre came across the line first, but since he was disqualified for taking out Jeremy on the final straightaway, it was between Josh and DLJ, and you could probably not fit a piece of paper between the amount of space that Josh and DLJ finished at the line.
Yeah. Multiple photos of it and stuff. Deliberation who actually got it.
Yeah. It actually took a little bit of review, several minutes of review to find out who actually won the race. Ultimately, it went to DLJ. DLJ was strong early. He's back in the 7th row right now. Still a lot of time. Coming to lap number 73, they'll restart. They'll have only 1 opportunity to have a caution before we go soft caution free. Here we go. Pay window is open, boys. A lot of separation here on this restart. Once again. Oh, we're wrecking in the back. Josh goes over to the pit wall. Bulldogs is involved. Kai Cats is involved as they're 4 wide going for the race lead. A lot of action happening here on this restart.
Absolutely. Oh my
Timeless
goodness.
Vessel gives a shove. They're wrecking down the back straightaway. Big crash.
Oh.
Will they save it? We'll have to find out once they pass this building.
Involved, was it?
Yeah, Giraffe is involved in that one. He got a hit from behind, I believe. He's going to lose touch here. Gamerstig to the lead. Remember, there's still a chance for them to get a caution. Bear to the lead. Poor Josh, he's way back, hung out to dry right now. They come down the back straightaway. Cool Swag now to the lead. Jeremy's the meat and the sandwich right now between Gamerstig and Shadow Blazing. He's got Allen behind him. Help on the bottom coming from Bear. Back to DLJ. Gamerstig goes to the outside, looks for the race lead. When they cross the line here, they will be caution free. So anything that happens to stop the race is going to have to be an explosion or a truck going over the wall, but I don't know. As we see Timeless Vessel slowing down for something here. See if he can help Josh get back to the front. Oh, Jeremy going to the wall, head on. He takes Cool Swag with him. There goes
Ooh.
Fat. Shadow Blazing slowing up as well. Jeremy goes over.
Flipping.
Oh my goodness, and
he's
here, let's see.
flipping around.
Pits are open. Hammerman jets down pit road. So does Jobless, but Jeremy's race seems to be all but over. And they're going to go down pit road for their final stops of the night. And this is going to shake things up big time. DLJ, Gamerstig, Allen with a 3-truck breakaway for the moment. We'll see what pit stops do. This is an interesting situation. They know they're caution free, so do they? They know if they run long, they're not going to get a caution, obviously, unless something big happens. So do you stay out here or do you go in? Right here, if I'm in this front pack, I'm going to work this caution free period. I'm going to work this till the end of the pit window.
Yeah.
Which will be at lap 85.
Yeah. I'll just stay out with whoever's there. Just keep in the pack. You don't want to be on your own.
See more
Whatever
drivers.
the pack does.
Yeah. It's really a cat and mouse game. You really want to follow the guys that are around you because you do not want to give them any sort of opportunity to get a leg up on you. You see DMX and Gamerstig going down pit road.
But they can work together.
See down the bottom left hand of your screen, more cars going down pit road. Six trucks now left at the front. King James, CBP Bear, DLJ. And the two dominant trucks of the first half of this race have miraculously found themselves back at the front. As Love looks like he's going to lose that draft. So easy to lose a draft going down the back straightaway here. Look at that.
5 wide.
5 wide.
For a moment.
Oh, King James gets a hit from Bear. It's not over yet. They're not out of the woods. This group of 4 right here, 5. Techno. Did he get his first truck win? Won a couple weeks ago, the last Cup race. He got the victory in the second lobby at Wayland County. Snapped a pretty long winless streak in the Cup Series. Is yet to win here in the truck. This in just the second season of the Torque Everon Series. I think Love's going to back up. He's going to join that pack that holds Bizarre, Fat, Cubert, and Ducky. Here's the clown horn. Someone's got a clown horn. Bear opens up that bottom. Wasn't a huge run, but it's going to probably allow DLJ to get a sizable run here. This becomes a pack of 3. A couple guys come down pit road. Looks like it's going to be Fat and Love. They probably thought they didn't want to keep losing any more time, so they're just going to take their pit stop here. A wide angle view of this track. Beautiful track here. Zoom back in here on the leaders. It's about 18 laps here to go at Daytona, the Trucktona 250. Let's go back further in the field, show you some of these guys caught up in majority of those incidents that happened after we went caution free. These guys back here are going to pretty much need a miracle to get back in the mix. And it may not look like it, but this pack of 5 here, these lead trucks are definitely making pretty good amount of time on the trucks they're battling. These 3 trucks back here have yet to pit as well. See Gamerstig and DMX. Longtime friends there. Trying to make something happen. Only 2 trucks.
Yeah. They're trying to work together. They have to.
And that's how fast things can change here. I mean, this race turned upside down in a matter of just a few laps. But somehow the initial players that showed themselves strong early are somehow back up at the front. It's CBP here and DLJ. So they got about a few laps here left to make their pit stop. Same goes for the 3 chasing them. Those 3 have got to get something working here. Got to open up that bottom, got to pass low. Oh, and Josh is gone.
Ooh.
We'll see if he lagged out or pulled it off. I'm not sure what happened there. As we see, the leaders come down pit road for their final stop of the night. Here comes Gamerstig and DMX.
Have they pit? DMX and Gamerstig?
I'm not sure.
Ooh.
Let me get a lap count here as one truck has pulled it off. If they have not pit, they've got probably got to go now. But if they have already pit, they've got a sizable lead, but I don't think it's going to last very long.
No.
As Ducky,
Not too far ahead.
Ducky tried to stretch it out an extra lap. It didn't really work out for him. He's all alone. So it's 5 trucks against 2 right now. Believe they have pitted. So somehow these 2,
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
as you see, red with the telestrator. I really hope everybody can see that because that's perfect.
Yeah, I'll have to work out how to use it and everything and not bump it.
It's become a chase. These 2 trucks, Gamerstig and DMX. Gamerstig trying to pick up where he left off last season. Last season he won the last race. Only made a handful of starts. But he and DMX are actually holding steady here as far as lap times go. That pack of 5 has got to get something working. As you can see, those guys are doing everything right now in the way of drafting. Getting pretty big runs, leaving the inside open, passing left. So if these guys back here want to catch him, they're going to have to get something working quick, as you see. Bear gets a run on Allen. Time's running out. We're going hard caution free in just a matter of 3 laps. So it was a mixture of wrecks on the first lap of restart and problems during pit windows that shook this field up and spread it out the way it is right now. We do see a lot of these super speedway races end like this. But now it's just a matter of how well these guys can work with each other both ways. King James is going to get a big run on DLJ right here. See what he does with it. So does Techno. He gets a big run on King James.
well done to these two guys out in the lead.
Yeah, and I'm kind of mad that we weren't able to catch the strategy that they pulled here. But if they hang on to this, that'll be the move of the race for sure.
We saw them actually pit, didn't we? And,
Yeah.
they pit like first. They pit first, and then we were saying they had to work together.
That could be the difference here.
I didn't think it would work as well as it did, but sometimes
DLJ.
maybe 2 is better than like a big pack of 5. Because, it can get a bit discoordinated or uncoordinated, in a big pack.
Especially
2,
if
you can just focus
yeah.
on the rhythm. You get a really good rhythm going.
Yeah, get a head start, and especially if you start early. While everybody's still in a huge pack.
Yeah, they just got started and got into their own groove.
Mm-hmm. You can
shaking and baking.
Get that rhythm going like you're saying.
Yeah, everyone else took a while to get into it. And they're still like in a big pack, really, compared to these guys who are real coordinated. Seems to work.
It's a 2-truck tandem. They're pulling away.
Yeah.
I wish we had a timing and scoring pylon, but just from the looks of it, from eyeballing it, they're
gap
gapping
is
them.
getting wider. Yeah.
And they have since gone hard caution free. So the next flag, being the checkered, will end this race. See the mics flickering. I'm wondering if they're probably getting in communication with each other. If they are,
What's going to happen in the last few laps? Are they going to stop working together? What are they going to do?
I would keep working until lap 99. If they keep the same distance they have, as it's growing actually, they can just keep doing this until about lap 99. Don't even worry about that. Start the race until about half a lap to go. But it's going to be interesting because if these guys do stay out front, they don't get caught by that pack of 5. It's going to be all about setting up the final run here down to the front straightaway. I'm not sure how much, if and at all, they sandbag. Oh, heard some contact going on here. Love's going to lose that draft. He's slow on the track, wondering if he has a problem or something. Some contact maybe from someone back in this pack. Back to our leaders here. The lead continues to grow. I'm wondering if the guys in the back have almost just given up. It's got to be so frustrating. It's so frustrating as a driver, if you're a driver, one of these guys, to be so close and just see it. Just be able to reach out and touch them, but just not making any time. I can't tell you how frustrating it is for those guys right now.
It is, but you see there's 5 of them. They're probably wishing it was only 3 of them or 2 of them now.
I'm wondering...
It's interesting.
I'm wondering if maybe less trucks... I was thinking earlier that the more trucks, the merrier. There's usually a threshold at these types of tracks. Usually the sweet spot is 4. I wasn't really thinking you could get away with 2, but as these guys are demonstrating, you pretty much can. Usually any more than 5, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, because the carousel just doesn't work as well,
Gets uncoordinated, it gets all jumbled up, and not everybody can get on the same page. Not as much room.
Yeah, it only works sort of with 2 to 4, probably, yeah.
Getting down to it here. Time's running out. Bear and DLJ. Along with Techno, King James, and Allen. You can just see it. They are not as organized as they need to be right now. They need to have someone take charge, take the inside. They need to have DLJ leave the bottom open. Yep, here comes Allen. But what they really need to have happen now is for King James to get down low and then take the run. But as you can see, it's that delay. That delay in taking that run is really what's killing their speed.
It is a bit, yeah.
And I know it's tough down the back straightaway. It's really tough to get a run down this back straightaway because slip can die. These turns are pretty bumpy, which is just yet another reason I think that a smaller pack is going to probably be the benchmark here. 3 more laps to go now. And it's going to come down to, I think we can safely say that it's a 2-man race. As we're coming around here for 2 laps to go. Now I think you're going to start to see these guys racing. Because they've got a healthy distance. So it's going to be about who is going to get the draft at the right time. Coming down to the finish. All that mayhem we had all race. It's only fitting that only 2 trucks are in contention here.
Yeah.
And honestly, these guys have kept it clean for a majority of this race. But here we go. Coming out of turn 4. Shadow Blazing is going to be a lap car. I'm not sure if they're going to get to him, but here we go. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Gamerstig has the lead currently on DMX. Down the back straightaway one more time. Big run coming from DMX. What does he decide to do? Does he decide to block or shake the slipstream? Here comes Gamerstig. It's going to give an opportunity to DMX. Gamerstig is going to have to block. Coming out of turn 4 for the final time. Gamerstig pulls high. DMX in the slipstream. Can he get to him? Pulls a move late. They're going to be side by side to the line. Wow. DMX! They wreck down into the infield. And I believe DMX is going to get the win. Hard crash back in the second pack. As they wreck down into the tri-oval grass. DMX
over the line. Yeah, DMX. It looks like he got it.
Scores his first career Truck Series victory. His first NASCAR win since Talladega back in Season 2 of TNS. And what a race. As we see the others come back to the line. As Jeremy head on into the wall. Well...
If you draw a line like from the finish line, if it continued through the grass, I reckon DMX would have got it. Yeah.
And that's what scoring is going to give it to him. Checkpoint proximity is going to give it to DMX. I didn't think he was going to be able to get there. I thought Gamerstig had him beat coming off the final corner. I thought he was going to be able to block him. DMX got the run, pulled high late, got the win. Let's try to dial him up here. Let's see if we can get him in here. If not, we'll definitely try to dial up our in-race reporter, Red, or rather Bear.
Yeah. Go down to
victory lane here.
Drivers. Yeah.
We'll give him a second. If we can't get to him, we'll try to get on the horn with Bear. But anyway, what did everybody think about this race? I thought it was a lot of cautions, but that's to be expected. Track like Daytona, season opener, get the first race jitters out.
That's right. Cold brakes, cold tires, cold minds.
Exactly. And next week we go to, let's check out the schedule. Next week, same time we go to Chevron Motor Park. That one's by Adder. First medium track of the season. And then a couple more weeks we'll go to our first road course race of the season at Rounders GP. So we'll give them a couple more seconds. Here we go. We'll try to get get a word with Bear here.
Hello?
Bear, you got a copy? We're standing by here with Bear, who came home, I think, in 5th place. Strong run tonight. Just couldn't get to the front two. Can you tell us what happened out there?
Well, our group of cars was working very well together. I had a feeling that we were probably going to come out and kind of DMX and Gainer Shake somewhere with like 4 or 5 laps until the last lap of the pit window. It just all fell apart, and we came out just outside of slipstream range. And not to call anyone out, but I'm not going to call anyone out, actually. I can say that in private. But we just didn't work as well as we should have, especially considering how well we were working together at first.
You heard it here. Bear comes home. Solid start to your season. Good momentum going to the second race. What's the plan for the rest of the season?
Consistency is the key, and hopefully we can get a win or two this season, unlike last season where big old duck egg, even though we finished second and the points not too far behind.
All right, well, thanks for talking with us. Good job out there.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good job, Bear. Classy as always. Yes.
Well, I think that's going to do it. Red, any final thoughts?
Oh no, thanks for having me on your channel. It was fun.
Yeah, thanks for doing this. I mean, I was trying to find last week. I was trying to find someone that would do this with me, and honestly, you were one of the first people I thought of, and I thank you for doing this.
Oh, yeah, thanks for joining and watching, everyone.
All right, that's gonna do it. Next week, obviously, we same time, same place, different track though, but same place. And tomorrow night, obviously, we got TNS. I'll be in the race. We're racing at Coda next week. This week, we're racing at Coda, our second road course race of the season. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Hopefully, we can do pretty well. That's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, everybody.